Alright, boom, YouTube. How y'all coming today? How y'all doing? Today we gonna do a story time. I ain't figured out how I'm gonna title this video yet, but basically it's a story time on how I got into a shootout and then I went to jail. So boom, yeah. So that's what this video gonna be about. So story time. So this how this shit happened. Stop. Anyway, so boom, so that's how this shit happened. So boom, this was October 29th of, when I got arrested was October 29th of 2025. Was it 26? Yeah, 2025. And then y'all see that other video, I got arrested on October 29th and then I got arrested on January 1st. But boom, let me tell y'all about October 29th. So there's at the time, y'all know I was doing armed security for a company out of Indiana. And boom, so yeah, I'm doing armed security. I'm working a lot of sites, and one of my main sites I was working at the time was it was a truck stop. Truck stop got a lot of different locations, and they got a lot of other truck stops that they partner with, right? So boom, when I was working night shift and when I was working graveyard shift, you know, graveyard is overnight. Some days I was only working night shift 7 to 12. Some days I was working 7 to 7. But listen though. So I'll be at this one truck stop now, doing armed security and shit, and then working at the truck stop. You'll see a lot of the police, and they'll start like noticing who you is, cause they see you every day and shit, and then vice versa. You'll be like noticing who they is, seeing them on the street and shit. But like boom, so I'm doing armed security, and boom, I see these. It's 4 specific police officers. They used to come to this truck stop every night. They come there around 12. And they come get some coffee, and then they go to Denny's, because the truck stop got a Denny's inside. Boom, now they do this shit every night, folks. So I see their ass every time I work, right? Now, a lot of them, they won't even look at me, they just act like, oh, you ain't no police, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I know I ain't no police, but it's just like, if everybody else being cool with me and you being standoffish, that's weird, but that ain't got nothing to do with the story, so boom. So now, man, I see this nigga every night. Ooh, I'll tell y'all about who I see because he the one that arrested me. But boom, so now this is going back and forth. I've been working for this company for, at the time, I had only been working for the company for damn near like a month, to be real. But I'm doing this shit every day. So now you see my face, and you see me and you know me, because this on some everyday shit. If I see you and I know you see this face, you recognize this face. I know you recognize everything I'm wearing because I wear my shit differently than everybody else type shit. So boom. Now, this what happened. So boom, one night, all y'all know, I had a girlfriend, we was staying together. Boom. One night, we get into it at like 2 a.m. I don't even remember what the shit was about. But it wasn't even about nothing for real though, right? But so boom, one night we get into it. And she's like, oh no, go back to your mama's house, go back to your mama's house. Ooh. She love like kicking the nigga out of shit. So boom. So I'm like, I'm finna leave. Bet. So I'm like, alright, I'm finna leave. I just pack up my shit and I get in the car. Boom. Now, man, y'all told y'all this shit was at like 2 in the morning. And when I always see that police officer to be around 12 because he worked the graveyard shift. So that's why he ended up being in the area at this time. So boom, I'm leaving. I put my shit in the car. I drive out the complex of the apartment, the little apartment shit. Boom. And boom, I get to the corner, boom. Now, can't even say too much, because it's not past statute of limitation. This shit happened like down last year. But I can say what I want to say on this bitch. I don't give a fuck what they come do to me. Anyways, though, I get to the corner. I hit the stop sign. Like, I already know how it be when you driving a moped. You got to watch motherfuckers. They like carjacking you and all type of shit. And if they catch you outside at like 12 to 3, that's like a, you know, that's like one of them times like ain't even nobody outside for real. So if anybody do something to you, it's just done for real, right? So boom. Now me, how I drive sometimes in my shit, sometimes I drive over fast. So if you follow me on some shit, you gotta be able to drive over fast too to keep up with me. Or sometimes I drive like overly normal. And so it's gonna irritate you, or I'm gonna catch you following me, cause like sometimes I just do random ass shit. Like I know where I'm going. Sometimes I go out of my way. See, that's 12 right there. But sometimes I go out of my way to go to where I'm going so I can see if a motherfucker follow me. So boom, this what happened. This one of them nights I'm finna just drive slow because I just got into her. I ain't trying to drive fast, but I'm mad. So I'm driving on some regular shit. I get to approaching the stop sign. Now, mind you, I had 2 poles on me. Now, that's just how I move. I always got at least 2 pipes on me and at least 5 weapons, right? That's how so boom. I got them bitches, both of them. They not holstered because I ain't want them holstered. Like, we in Indiana, so really, I got one of them in my hand when I'm walking to the car or walking in and out the door, whatever, right? So boom, they both, like, cause I'm doing like this cause I be holding both of them bitches sometimes. And the top of my book bag, top of my spray ground, and this one of the one with the drawstring, so I just pull it. And it's sitting next to me in the passenger seat right here. Now imagine my car tinted out. Y'all remember? Well, actually, yeah, I think YouTube did see this car. This car was completely blacked out. I don't know, because I had a lot of cars, and some cars YouTube never even saw. But anyways, so now the car tinted out. So you wouldn't even be able to see nothing. So now I get to the stop sign. Damn. I ain't gonna say what type of car it was, but just know a fast car, it pulled up to the stop sign with me. Now, we both kind of approaching at the same time, but he was further back. So I'm still gonna make a complete stop though. You feel me? And if he was to like turn out behind me, just off instinct, I'm finna just go another route just so I know the nigga not following me type shit. Right? So we get to the stop sign, folks get there, and instead of him stopping, he pull out in the intersection. Jesus Christ. They pull out in the intersection. Somebody hang out the window and do. What the fuck? I swear to God on Jesus Christ. I'm seeing this shit happen like really like slow motion. But I couldn't believe like, cause it was just like they didn't even see me nor I was there. It was just a matter of both of us approaching the stop sign, and it would have had to been them just already knowing who I was or already knowing what they wanted to do tonight, type shit to somebody. So we get there and they pull through the stop sign. Somebody hang out the window like this shit happened like a movie. Like it was just so smooth, like they already planned this shit. They hang out the window, they get tossing at my shit. I ain't gonna lie, I heard a switch. So now me, my adrenaline rushing, I'm not afraid. Now mind you, this car was a police car, so it's not bulletproof, but it's ballistic proof. So a lot of times, like I was saying, the car not bulletproof, but it's ballistic proof. But sometimes it'll get hit with shit, and then you won't know, because it is a police car. Not all police cars are like this, but this was an older one, so it was like this. Like this one of the ones where you couldn't open the doors in the back. It had the bars and shit. I just had to switch a lot of that shit out. So it was damn near bulletproof. It really was. I didn't even know that shit was like that till my sister told me. Then I looked it up, and then I tested it out, and it really was. But so boom. So now they tossing at me. Now the window's not bulletproof, bro, but they didn't hit no window, thank God. So they hit the window, they toss it, Jesus Christ, I already switched. They tossing at me, boom. So I get off, hood. Now imagine, I always be really driving with 2 feet when I'm in, like, any fast car I'm driving with 2 feet, because if anything ain't going down, I want to get low, right? So that time I'm driving with 2 feet. Left foot for the brake, right foot for the gas, right? So I'm driving, and then when they do that, I get off, I get up out of there. Now, my tire setup was perfect, because that bitch got right low. It got right low. It ain't scratch, it ain't get sideways. It got right off. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That time, that little takeoff I did, I genuinely feel like I did like 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. But anyway, sometimes your takeoff is way different from the other ones. It was just random though. That shit really got low that time. So I get off, and I'm like, no, these niggas got me fucked up. Cause now the car I got, you gotta know this me. Like what I did to this shit, you gotta know this me. Nobody else in Gary had this car. So I'm like, you gotta know this me. I'm like, nah, these niggas got me fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, I let my pride get away. So I grabbed 9. I was gonna grab 19X, but 19X was too brand new. I had just got 19X for my birthday in September, the month before. So I ain't even put 500 rounds through it just yet. I mean, I did put a lot of rounds, but I didn't even know if it was 500. It was probably like 250. So I'm like, it's liable to jam if anything happens, because I haven't put over 500 in it yet. So like I said, it was probably liable to jam because I haven't put over 500 in it yet. Now I had the little P80 I built in high school. So I grabbed that. That bitch had 30 in it. Bro, with the boom purple dual laser beam. So I'm floating that bitch, but they still right here behind me at the intersection trying to get off. And so now I'm like this, while I'm driving on Jesus Christ. And look, the police know. But look, I'm like this, driving and like this. Now I'm trying to look back, but it's hella cars parked right here. And then it's a gas station right here. So it's like, I'm not trying to wreck and then have to get out on feet and run and no shit like that. So I'm trying to toss. And I'm like, no, these niggas got me fucked up. Now they took off the other way down the street and they went over the train tracks. When they went over the train tracks, it's like, now the ground do like this. So now I would just be hitting the ground type shit. So I take my shit, I spin that bitch. I ain't gonna lie, like in the intersection where the gas station was, I spin that bitch and it slid around. Like I swear to God, with the regular RT diff, cause that's what I had at the time, the regular RT diff, that bitch swung like a scat gang. It swung. I think it was cause of how fast I was going, and I always ride with my traction all the way off in the summer or in the dry days. That's another thing I ain't say. I always ride like that in the summer just in case I need to get sideways to get out of a situation, right? Because they'll try to box you in. The police try to box you in too. But that bitch slid like a scat gang. And with that one, it was an older one. So when you start in the car, because you started like this, you press and hold the ESP button for like, I think like 20 seconds, because I ain't had an older one like that in like a year and a half now. And it turns it all the way off. You got the two traction buttons off and you feel it. You feel it when you drive. You feel a whole difference in the speed and everything. So boom, that bitch swung like a scat. Now I'm coming back down the street. I done switched hands with pipe and I'm like, fuck. I'm tearing this bitch up, I swear to God. I'm shooting slow because I really shoot way faster than that. But like, I don't know, it's like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm trying to hit for real. I'm just shooting back on some shit because they done went up the train track. Now I'm blowing. Fuck. Now, Jesus Christ, I come past this next intersection and the police was coming off the side block with his lights already on. He flagged down this bitch. So I see him on my peripheral. Instantly switch back hands, tuck pipe in the book bag. Now imagine, I'm trying to slow down because I'm really doing between 60 and 80, right? Now he get behind me. As soon as he get behind me, first thing I do is look down that gas tank. That bitch was on E. Now imagine, I was supposed to be like waking up when I got paid and going to go fill my car and coming back. Cause that's the type of shit I do. Like, I don't even like being too low on the tape just in case I gotta take 12 on the chase, you know? But it was on E. But now in those ones, you got like a bar with the red one. It was like right before the E, so I probably had enough to get it all the way down here, just thinking about what I was gonna do. So now he get behind me, and I turn the corner. I'm driving like regular to see if he finna go around me or something, cause from where he was at, he should have seen the other cop. But since they had already probably took off and I was going this way and I chased them down, so he probably thinking like, okay, you just did that, so now I'm coming for you. So boom, I'm thinking about running. And where I was at, right by the highway, and I'm thinking about my old crib, and I'm like, I got enough gas to make it to 2 in the morning. You're not finna call for that helicopter, for the Lake County helicopter. That bitch not outside right now. It like be outside on the little crate at certain times, and then they put it up. I know this because I live near. So boom, I just decided to pull. Like I said, they don't be having the helicopter out only at certain times. So boom, I decided to pull over because I'm like, technically, I didn't do nothing wrong. Motherfucker came at me and I defended myself. I returned fire. So now I turn the corner. Now I put the guns in my book bag. I could do all this because you can't see nothing in the car. 5, 10 all around and 35 on the front. Or 25 on the front. 25 on the front. And so now he get out the car, he keep coming up to the car. Now imagine when I turn the corner, my book bag. So boom, when I turn the corner, my book bag got slight feel. So I look, like I said, I'm on E. Just thinking about running back to my old crib in the rack, cause I would have dogged him. He wouldn't have, I would have been overgone. But anyways, cause that car was suited and booted. But it had regular depth. But I would have been gone off him. So I pull over. He come up to the car with the flashlight. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if that was gunshots or firecrackers. He was like, oh yeah, that was definitely gunshots. You got any guns in the car? Now you see the guns in the book bag. He flashed it right there. I don't look because that just like adds suspicion. if he didn't see nothing. So he opened the door. When he see him, he grabbed me out. I'm like this because I ain't even do nothing, right? I moved to the side. He grabbed my wallet. He grabbed my ID. He grabbed my gun license, but he ain't really give a fuck about the gun license because in Indiana you don't even need one. So like, oh yeah, you got any guns in the car? He grabbed them. Then he go to the back of my car. Then he looking for the serial number on the little P80 I built. And he like, I wish I had it with me right now. It's at home, but cause I gotta tell y'all something else. But he like, what he say? He say, what the serial number on her? I'm like, nah, it ain't even got no serial number. I built that. Then he was like, okay. I seen him. He did just like that. He was like, okay. Then he grabbed the gin. He looking for the serial number of the gin. Now he calling it in right. I never seen him do that. I only seen him do it on the computer. Cause like the old girl police officer, she was like this tall. She put me over. She cuffed me in the front and put me in the back of her car to check my gun. Just cause she was by herself and she was short as hell type shit. So boom, he called it in and she radioing back to him telling him who was registered to. She said my name. He's like, okay, yeah, come on. Put your hands behind your back. You finna go to jail. You can't even have no gun without no serial number on it. That's illegal. So I'm like, hold on. Now imagine, I am recording with my phone now that he right here. I'm really finna make it like I was recording the whole time. But, cause I be quick on my feet with certain shit. But I ain't have to do that. Because right as I'm turning the corner, I'm seeing two dudes walking up the block. And I'm like, damn, I know dude. Cause I'm seeing how he walk. Like I knew niggas by their stature. I'm like, damn, I know dude. And then I see him with another dude. That was his brother, but I ain't know his brother at the time. I think I had just met his brother like that week at work. Cause, you know, now they was like, yeah, we heard that shit and we heard your concert. We knew that was you. That's why we came outside. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if a motherfucker was just shooting at me or if that was firecrackers away. He like, yeah, that was definitely gunshots. So now I'm recording type shit. Like, I'm still free right now. Like, he ain't did nothing. He radioing and backup, but I ain't even hear him type shit. You probably hear it on the video. So I'm recording and I'm laughing and joking with dude. I'm laughing and joking with dude and when I'm recording, like, yeah, woo, woo, woo. I don't know for real, right? Cause I just do that anytime. Put the police right there. I could be recording on some shit. So now it's like, he like, yeah, put your hands behind your back. You finna go to jail. I'm like, what you mean? He said, yeah, you can't even have no gun without no serial number on it. That's illegal. So I'm like, all right, I'm finna go to jail. Now imagine more police, hella police start pulling up. So he like, yeah, you finna go to jail. What you wanna do about your car? You want us to tow it or what? Now he gave me an option. A lot of times when they give you an option, they is trying to cut you a small break due to lack of evidence of the story or whatever the case may be, because they can only go based off what they see. They can't go based off what they didn't see unless you tell them. So boom, he like, what you want to do about your car? I'm like, all right, boom, let me just call my daddy to come grab it. He like, all right, bet. So I call my daddy. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go to jail. So him and my mama get up and they come to get my car. Now imagine they live 15 minutes away. If they speed, it's 8 minutes. So boom, they pulling up. So they lock me up. So dude was like, oh yeah, what should I tell the job? Police was like, yeah, what should they tell your job? I said, shit, just tell them I went to jail, bro. I'm finna get right out. But I'm like, just tell them I went to jail. And they was like, all right, bet. So doing them, they walked back home. So now this when the recording stopped. Somebody just shot at me. Crazy. West 11th. Caller advice. People kept shooting outside. I don't know. And then I start taking off and I start sliding. Cause that wheel way bigger than the other ones.
Copy. That one, his vehicle's okay. He's okay. You got a license, bro?
Yeah, it's expired.
You got any weapons here?
I do. I work for Hawkins.
Don't grab it. I'm gonna grab it. All right.
All right, go ahead.
That's the only weapon you got?
I got 2 in there. That's it.
That's it?
That's all I got with me.
Okay, just these 2. Where you work?
I work for Hawkins. I left work about an hour ago. I got my shirt, my vest.
Okay. Wait, what's your girl? What's your girl address?
Yeah.
Y'all got into it and kicked you out?
Yeah, and I'm on the way home, and then that's when that happened. I had called my dad and my mom and shit. I'm asking dude, like, you ain't see that other car? Because now I'm knowing he saw what I did. So I'm asking him, like, you ain't see that other car? But I ain't think, no, he didn't see the other car. But if he kind of used his imagination and common sense, I'm not just randomly flying down the street and flying this way, then back this way, you know? So I ain't say too much. I'm just asking, like, roundabout questions. So now the state trooper pull up and the Durango and shit, they got me on the car. So now he finna put me in the back of that bitch. So I'm telling him, he was like, yeah, you can't have no gun without no serial number on it, man. I said, bro, why you act like you don't know who I am? I see you every day. He said, you don't see me every day. We don't work together. I said, nah, we don't work together, but you be coming to woo, getting your coffee and getting your Denny's. I said, I be the security guard that be right there standing by the door. He said, oh yeah, that be you? I said, yeah, that be me. But imagine, he come in and he act like he don't never see me. Like he wasn't them type of niggas that when since he a police, he see a security guard and he was like turning his nose up and shit. That's how some of them act with you. But every other police, they'll be cool with me and shit. And if they ever pull me over outside of work, they'll be on some chill shit with me. But anyways, I ain't gonna say he didn't do his job or whatever. I ain't putting no bad mouth on him. I'm just saying how he used to act when he used to see me there. So I'm telling him like, yeah, that was me. And then now I open my back door. Well, he opened my back door. I'm like, yeah, that's my uniform right there. Cause now imagine Shorty just kicked me out. So my uniform, my bulletproof vest, my holsters, all my gear is on the back seat. I'm like, yeah, that's my uniform right there. You know that's me. He like, oh yeah, I ain't even know that was you. So we chopping it up, whatever. He said, listen, I'm gonna do what I can for you. I'm gonna do what I can for you. So I'm like, all right, back on, we finna get in the car. So my parents pull up. I'm like, he like, oh yeah, his keys right there. He finna go to jail. He finna go to this jail right here. Just call it back in 2 hours. For sure. So they on some chill shit. So boom, we get in the car. And now, he don't even got the cage in his car. I'm really sitting right here in the back, in the middle. And this nigga sitting right here. Like, he don't got the hard seats. Like, I got a police car, so I know how this shit supposed to be. I could literally headbutt this nigga, spit on this nigga, anything. But I'm not crazy like that. So boom, I'm just looking at his thing to where he can pick up license plates. I'm watching license plates from far away pick up and tell how fast he's going up. Damn, that's type of shit you got. Because imagine, he got an old ass cruiser. He got like a 2013 one. And I'm like, damn, you got all this in here? He like, yeah, man, I can see how fast you're going. I can see if your shit not insured, unregistered. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know you could see all that in the older cars. So boom, we chop it up, we get to the police station. He like, come on. All right, so we go inside. He put me in the holding cell. Now imagine, this how you know this guy right here. This how you know. Now imagine, this guy, this how you know I ain't even supposed to be there. We get there, he got my stuff. He put me in the holding cell, right? He trying to close the holding cell door and it won't close. Now he trying to put me in a different holding cells, like 6 other holding cells, but he can't get none of them open, right? And so he finally was able to get that one closed. And he was like, we're gonna come get you in a second. Now they gonna put the guns and shit up. Then they come back and they get me. I'm doing push-ups in that bitch. I ain't gonna lie, I did some push-ups. I prayed and I'm like, I'm gonna be all right. They come get me, they take the strings out of my pants, take the strings out of my shoes, taking everything apart, right? And then, so now I can hear them because they just around the corner. This ain't like in Chicago where it's a big ass window. I can hear them because they're around the corner. And he talks to the chief. He said, yeah, he called the chief on the phone. He like, yeah, you got to go without a serial number. Now they in there talking. Some of them keying laughing. They weren't laughing at me. They was laughing at whenever they was talking about this shit. So he telling them, he said, yeah. So he came back to my cell when they put me back in that bitch. He like, so he came back to my cell when he put me back in that bitch. He was like, yeah, we finna have the FBI, the chief, and ATF and DEA come talk to you. Yeah, at 2 in the morning. They finna come talk to you. You can't have no gun without no serial number on it. That's illegal. I'm like, bro, that's not illegal. They sell them at gun shows. You can make them and all that. Now imagine, oh man, he really don't know. I expect state troopers and sheriffs to know all the laws. I expect like normal police to only know some of the laws, to be honest. And that makes 100% sense when you really think about it. So he go back to his computer. Now I go back in the cell. I do some more push-ups. I lay down. Then he called my name because I'm asleep. Now imagine it would only been 2 hours. I fall asleep in that bitch because I got the actual bed and the pad already. So I fall asleep in that bitch. He called my name. It's cold as hell. I got my hands tucked in my pants and my shirt, like in my shirt and in my pants at the same time and shit. What the fuck? I thought God was calling my name, folks. I get up. Come on. I say, what you doing? Because now he got my book bag and I can see my guns in there. They took everything apart. I'm like, what you doing? He opened the door. He said, come on, we finna leave. I'm like, we finna leave now. We walking out the back door. He said, yeah, I'm gonna explain everything to you in a second when we get outside, because he can't give me my stuff right there because I could just try to do something to him. He like, come on, that's why they took it apart. He like, come on, I'm gonna explain this shit to you in a minute. So I'm like, okay. So now, he said, he get my phone. He like, yeah, go ahead, call your parents, tell them they can bring your car back, whatever. We finna let you go. He said, I thought a gun without a serial number on it was illegal, but in Indiana, that's legal. I'm like, yeah, I try to tell you. He said, yeah, man, I ain't never heard no shit like that. Or whatever. I'm like, yeah. You can tell certain police officers different when you see them with old ass leather shit on. But anyways, that's a story for another day. Get your ass down. But anyways, so boom. He let me out the back door. He was like, yeah, call that ride, tell him, come on get you. Get up out of here. Go home. I'm like, all right, bet. So I walked to the front of the station. I got my book bag on. I called my parents. They said, what, they finna let you go? I said, yeah, just bring my car back. I'm finna go home and get in bed, go sleep. They was like, okay. So boom, I text Shorty. I'm like, I said some shit like, I just got out of jail. She said, what? I said, yes. I'm gonna tell you about it when we get home. So I tell her everything that happened. Now, a lot of y'all might disagree with me, and that's cool. But what I'm basically was trying to teach you at the time is, it's not your fault this shit happened. But at the same time, a percentage of this shit is your fault. Because me and you got into it over some shit that was not serious. You picked with me, you kicked me out, and it put me in that predicament. I would have been in the bed laying right next to you the whole time. But I ain't saying it's nobody's fault. I'm saying though I would have been laying in the bed the whole time if it wasn't for a series of unfortunate events type shit. So boom. That was my story of how I was in a shootout. October 29th. Damn, do I even want to put a date in that? I might cut that shit out. But yeah, that's how I was in a story time, how I was in a shootout, then I got arrested. And I ain't even do nothing. I ain't heard shit about the story. I never wanted to say nothing about the story in case the police did not see me shoot, because there's hella shell casings on the ground. So this is what I want to tell y'all about the gun. I didn't shoot my 19X. God is good. I shot my P80. And they had one of my it had my peanut butter 30 stick in it. It ain't from the 19X, but it was for the 19X. And they both got 19s. So, he would have known I was shooting, but since I shot the P80 got a lot of holes in the slide. Like, it's made like that. It's custom. And so it's like a Safari Precision slide, but it's not that brand. It's a cheap knockoff brand. But it actually do better. Well, I'll tell y'all about that later. I ain't gonna put y'all on to too much game. But so it got hella holes in the slide. So when you shooting the gun and it get hot. So the P80 got holes in the slide. So when you shooting that bitch rapidly and it get hot, it cool off because it got the little holes in the side. If I would have been shooting the Glock 19X, that bitch would have still been hot. But the other gun wasn't hot. And he checked. I'm pretty sure he checked my bullets because he unloaded all my magazines to like count and see if it made sense if I would have been shooting. And yes, it would have made sense, but at the same time, the 19X magazine wasn't full. So that's what probably made me look normal with the other one. Anyways, yeah, because the 30 stick, it was like half full now. And he probably looked at it like, you took some out of here and put it in her just to make it like so I could carry either one type shit. Now, imagine the gun I shot was the one I carried. That's my EDC. And the 19X was like a concealed EDC. But sometimes I switch because they the same gun for real. So, but yeah, that's my story time. How I got to a shootout, then I went to jail. All this shit happened over a car. People don't know how dangerous it is to really own a Mopar or own a sports car. Just in general, being around the hood, in the hood, anything like that, people hate on you. You'll work hard for something, then they ass try to come take it on, bro. But this is my story time. If I got into a shootout and I went to jail, I got a million more story times. But some shit I might not want to tell y'all. Let me know if y'all want to hear more shit. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't hate on the nigga. He on the come up. I got some new shit already, but I don't want to show y'all just yet. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. I ain't driving right now. Hold on. Some shit. You know that. We out.
Keep an eye out for a black